Imagine for a moment that you are sitting in your living room, holding your phone, and you see a video of someone you love. You have not heard their voice in many days. You have been praying every single night, asking God to bring them home. Then, suddenly, a video appears on the internet. You see them standing there, looking tired and afraid, surrounded by men with guns. This is the heartbreaking reality for many families in Kwara State today. A new video has been released by a group of armed men, and it shows more than 100 people who are taken from their homes. These are our brothers, our sisters, our mothers, and our fathers. They are being used as a message to the world, and it is a situation that should make every one of us stop and think about the peace we often take for granted. As we look at this development today on February 14th, 2026, we must ask ourselves, how did we get here? For many years, we thought certain parts of our country were safe from this kind of trouble. But recently, the peace in Kwara has been shaken. The video shows victims from the Woro and Nuku communities in the Kayama local government area. These people were taken during a very sad and violent attack earlier this month. Now, they are being paraded in front of a camera. The men holding them are part of a group that says they are Boko Haram. They are led by a man known as Sadiku. In this video, they are not just showing the people they took, they are also talking to the government. They are accusing the leaders of our country of spreading lies and propaganda about what is really happening on the ground. It is very hard to watch such things. When you see over 100 people lined up like that, your heart naturally goes out to them. You wonder if they have eaten, if they are cold, and if they will ever see their children again. Have you ever felt that deep worry in your chest when a family member stays out too late and doesn't pick up their phone? Now, imagine that worry lasting for weeks, with the only news coming from a video made by the very people who took them. This is why we must stay informed and keep these families in our thoughts. If you find this conversation helpful for staying aware of what is happening in our country, please consider liking this video and subscribing to the channel. It helps us keep sharing these important stories with people like you who care about our nation's safety. Now, let us look closer at what is being said. The armed group in the video claims that the government is not telling the whole truth about the security situation. This is a common tactic used by such groups to make people lose trust in those who are supposed to protect us. We must be very careful not to just believe everything we hear in these videos. The government on its part has launched what they call Operation Savannah Shield. They have sent many soldiers into the forests of Kwara and Niger states to find these groups and bring our people back. The military says they have already cleared some of the places where these men were hiding, but as we see in this video, many people are still in danger. It is a very complicated situation where words are being used as much as weapons. Why is this happening in Kwara now? For a long time, the fighting was mostly in the northeast, but experts say these groups are moving into new areas like the large forests near the border. They are looking for places where it is hard for the army to find them. The people of Woro and Nuku are simple farmers and traders. They are people who just want to wake up, go to their farms, and provide for their families. Reports say the attackers originally came to the village and told the people they must follow a different way of life and a different type of belief. When the villagers said no and stood by their own values, the attackers returned with violence. It shows us that these people are not just fighting for land, they are trying to force their way of thinking on everyone else. As you listen to this, you might be wondering, is my own community safe? It is a question we all ask ourselves these days. Security is not just something the army does, it is something we all participate in by being vigilant. We must look out for one another. If you see something that does not look right in your neighborhood, or if you hear of strangers moving into nearby bushes, it is important to let the right people know. We are stronger when we are united and when we watch each other's backs. Taking a moment to share this video with your friends and family on WhatsApp can also help. It reminds everyone to stay alert and keeps the conversation about our safety alive. Your support by subscribing means we can continue to bring you these updates calmly and honestly. The families of the victims in the video are now pleading with the government. They are not interested in the arguments about propaganda or who is winning the media war. They just want their loved ones back. Some of the victims in the video were seen begging for the government to do whatever is necessary to rescue them. It is a very emotional thing to hear a grown man or an elderly woman crying for help on a phone screen. We must remember that behind every number we hear in the news, whether it is 100 victims or 176, there is a real human life. There is a chair at a dinner table that is now empty. There is a child asking where their mother has gone. We must never let ourselves become numb to these numbers. The government has a very difficult job. They have to fight these groups without putting the lives of the kidnapped people in more danger. This is why these rescue operations take time. The military says they are working hard, but the families feel like every hour is a year. In the video, the attackers seem very confident, which is part of their plan to make us feel afraid. But we must not give in to that fear. Fear is what they want. They want us to stop trusting each other and to stop believing that our country can be peaceful again. But Nigeria has faced many trials before, and we have always found a way to stand back up. As we come to the end of this update, let us think about what we can do. We can offer our prayers for those who are in captivity. We can support the families who are waiting for news. And most importantly, we can remain united. These groups try to divide us by making us argue about politics or religion, but the safety of a human being has no party and no tribe. A mother in Kwara feels the same pain as a mother in Borno or a mother in Lagos when her child is missing. Our strength is in our togetherness and our refusal to be intimidated by those who use violence to get their way. Let us keep our eyes open and our hearts hopeful. We hope that the next video we see will not be one of people in captivity, but one of families being reunited and children laughing in the arms of their parents. Thank you for spending this time with me today to reflect on this serious situation. Please stay safe, stay observant, and keep believing in a better and more secure Nigeria for all of us.